Hey, and we back.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Like we never left, man. It's your boy Champ.
It's your boy Lefty.
It's your boy G. Tuning in live. Forgot to do this earlier, but you know what I'm saying? Broadcasting live at Pilot's View Studios.
Yep. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You are
Great studio.
If you
Great
didn't
studio.
know, now you know.
Yep.
Perfect studio.
Tap in.
Yes. Shout out to my boy Tony C. Ali.
Tony.
Definitely need to tap in. Pilot's View Studios.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This shit's hard as fuck, but you know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
We gonna keep it moving and grooving. Yeah, pause.
Bluetooth, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
That Bluetooth got up.
We was talking for sure. It might be on my mind more than it need to be, right? But we was talking about NCAA, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And I was just saying, like, you got to get in front of that, like
Right.
like those contracts, and you know you don't have to pay players because you could see it on the horizon. They're saying like, hey, we want to get money.
Yeah.
You know you got to pay them, so
Yep.
get in front of it. If you get in front of it, it'll probably be better for you.
Okay.
Speaking of that, Diddy, you should have probably got in front of that lawsuit with Cassie. Not to bring it up again.
Years before, right?
She comes out and says, "Hey, I'm gonna sue you. That NDA is about to expire.
Yep.
Let me probably pay you."
Is that what? So that's the NDA expired.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
NDA was up for expiration. When if you knew that was gonna happen, what do you do when something expires? You throw it out. You get rid of it, right? That's what you should have did. Just like the NCAA was like, "Yo, let me play these players," before they even say like, "Oh, you could probably be paying the NCAA players are probably making like $10,000. They'll probably make $10,000 instead of paying them the $50K that you probably had to pay them. But you got in front of it. That's what you should have did.
Yeah.
So Diddy should have got in front of it.
Should have
right?
got in front of it, man.
Definitely should have got in front of it before that footage came out.
Yeah.
Because beforehand, you was trying to get in front of it, acting like these the accusations. What we going to say?
He's a character, bro. He's a character.
Hey, but you should have definitely got in front of it before, because that hotel footage dropped. And beforehand, you said, I ain't do none of that. But that hotel footage dropped.
Yeah. I think he tried to. Came out that he paid them, right? He paid that hotel to get rid of it.
In 2016.
Yeah, right. So I think he tried, but
Ain't nobody deleting no copies.
Nah,
though.
hell nah.
No. So what happened was, though, from sources. From sources, what happened was
Your East Coast sources?
shout out to
The
everybody
Badlands.
on the East Coast, Badlands. In the East Side too, though. But gotta shout out the East Side. But I heard though, I mean, they were saying that like Diddy grabbed that film from the hotel. Like he got the film. But he kept the film. And guess what they did? They raided his house.
Got it.
That makes more sense.
So now
the
guess
footage.
what?
Yep.
Now guess what?
Yep.
They don't have enough, they probably don't have enough on Diddy to do anything like as far as arrest him or anything. That's what I'm thinking. This is just my own opinion from it.
They said
They don't-
I think the statute of limitations.
Yeah,
or something
but
like
I'm
that.
just
For
saying
that.
in general.
For that.
In
Okay.
general, like they don't have them like the sex trafficking and all that. They probably don't
I
have
see
enough
what
on
you're
him.
saying.
So guess what they're trying to do? They're trying to deteriorate him. Now they're like, okay, we at least have this. Let's put this out and just crumble you that way.
And I think there's been 2 other women after who are like, yeah, he,
Because the feds are the ones who leaked that that film.
Right, makes sense.
Because they had that.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, because in my mind, I'm like, damn.
Because the video, if it was the hotel, they would have been released that. That happened so
Yeah.
long ago,
Yeah,
where the statute of
2016.
limit was. Oh, it just
I think it's
now
8
came.
years. Yeah,
It's-
it just-
I thought it was
yeah.
7.
I don't know what
It depends
is.
on your state.
I think that
Okay,
that
right,
footage
right.
happened
So
in
8 years.
2016, though,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, so this
Yeah.
is around the time. Okay, yeah,
Yep.
you could, yeah.
But to your point, though, they would have been dropped it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I'm going to be fresh as hell when the feds watching.
Yeah.
I guess
He wasn't.
Shit, man.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
Did you see the footage of him walking like TMZ caught him, caught him walking? Him, and there's this rapper called King Los. Shout out King Los. He's like
Yep.
one of the best.
Lyricist,
Yeah,
right?
lyricist.
No, King Los.
But like that shit was funny as fuck. He was walking and like he stopped like shit. Where like he could go somewhere else, but you couldn't go nowhere else. And yeah, you out there with Diddy. Now, I don't know why the fuck you doing that.
Yeah.
But you out there.
That's
he,
my question.
He like stopped like fuck. They got me. They see me. It's like that nigga stopped like, damn, where am I supposed to go? And then he kept walking. It's like, it's all good, bro. Just keep walking.
Yeah.
Stand in your shit.
He's out there now with him?
No, I don't know. Wherever the fuck they was at after that video dropped.
Hold on, King Los, right?
Yeah, King Los.
King Los is hanging out with Diddy now.
Man, after
all you hearing, like, he be smashing guys and stuff, you hanging out with him, bro.
Yeah, it's a tough one, man. But I mean, I
guess if Jonah smashing guys, I would hang out with him. Still. Like, but like, I'd be like, bro, keep that over there, bro. Like, I'm trying to be cool still with you. Like,
I think King Los might have had something going on with Bad Boy Entertainment
probably
at a point in time.
Yeah.
I think
Oh, for sure.
I don't know, but to your point though, I mean, I could still holler at him. Like, what's up? You good?
Hey, you good?
I ain't gonna be out there with you though. You know what I'm saying?
You want to meet in your underground
layer? Let's meet in the layer.
Yeah. I'm sure you got an underground layer. I'm sure all of them rich people.
Motherfuckers is at a resort.
Yeah, like, bro, people can see us. There's drones and TMZ.
That's how he was looking.
TMZ's the worst, bro.
Oh my god,
bro. They see everything. You can't hide from TMZ, man.
That nigga gave him thumbs up. I didn't feel bad, but that shit had me weak.
I wonder how many subscribers he's lost. King Los can't take a hit.
Ah, man.
He can't take a hit for subscribers. We really don't know him like that.
Man, I mean, yeah. Not the average listener, right? Yeah, absolutely.
I seen I went to Diddy's page just to be out of curiosity.
Oh yeah, I've been there. I've been
just
there.
to see how
Instagram or what?
Yeah, his Instagram, right? Yeah. I went to his page out of curiosity, right? Just is not. I wanted to see how many people said, he's a sick man, but still follow him. Like, there's several people that were like, he's a sick man, but they follow him still. Like, why are you following him? That's funny, bro.
That was crazy. Yeah.
What's your thoughts on the footage?
I mean, that's hard to watch, right? This is hard to watch. But it makes you think, like, when you hear about him smacking Drake, you hear about him with the Shine incident, Pac, Biggie, right? It kind of just adds validity to just how vile he could be, right? I heard about the Wale thing, and he's like, didn't he hang him over a balcony or some shit?
I didn't hear about that.
Remember
what happened?
So something happened with him and Wale. I don't know the specifics.
Wale and Cassie were filming. I mean,
they were talking or something like that?
No, they were doing a song.
But
Diddy didn't allow
the way he was doing.
Diddy didn't allow Cassie to do like songs with nobody.
Yep.
They would just send their stuff to him. So he found out.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff.
The only reason why I know is because somebody is on it at the crib.
Oh, I bet.
I know a lot of stuff. They be on it.
Yeah, we can't knock it, man.
Yeah. It just, man.
And then she thinks she's an investigator.
So
we all are. We all are nowadays, right?
This one thinks like she knows.
Private eye?
Yes. Even went into the Illuminati stuff. So.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's just tough to see. I mean, just tough to see anybody getting beat up on film, right?
Yeah.
And
it depends on who it is. If it's a guy,
yes, for sure. But
it's a guy, cool. Depending.
It's not funny, but seeing this nigga running in the hallway with his towel and his socks on.
That's what
this is a Tyler Perry movie right here. This is
again just as a 3 Live crew, we want to say we do not believe in domestic violence. We thought that was some bullshit.
Yeah.
But what we gonna do?
We do not condone it.
Thank you. We do not condone that shit whatsoever, right?
Yep.
And we don't condone our homies hitting on their girls either. If we know about that shit, we ain't fucking with you no more. And you shouldn't fuck with your partner if he hitting on women. You know what I'm talking about? But back to regular schedule, whatever the fuck we was talking about. If the shit was funny as fuck when that nigga was running down the hallway with his towel and one hand on it, and then my nigga pointed out that he had socks on. You might as well put on some John Cletas.
Yeah.
The fuck is you doing out here?
Yeah.
My nigga know about the John
Cletas. Yeah, so I'm like that. That was crazy because it's like you at this point you're Diddy though. I feel like he thinks he's like, I don't give a fuck.
Don't matter.
Like
yeah,
it doesn't matter. Like
that's that power dynamic.
There's no way that there's nobody else on that floor.
That's
unless he rented out the floor.
That's what Whitney said though. Yeah. I said the same thing. I said maybe he rented out the floor.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe he rented out the floor.
He's the type that would.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
okay.
That's what Whitney said too. She was like, damn, he ran out there with no regard of like anybody out there. And in my mind, I'm like, what if somebody was at the elevator? You feel me?
Yeah.
Waiting on it like you, and that like she ain't have.
Well, what
no
if she would have
shoes
got
on.
away?
Huh?
What if she'd have got away?
Man, you would hope.
He'd have been done.
That's what it
earlier.
was like in the movie. Like you hoping they get away.
Exactly.
And then, man, he snatched her crazy. She didn't even have no shoes on.
I feel like he would rent out the room because of what he does.
Anger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Or just the whole floor. And nobody's gonna find out shit.
I'll just
right?
pay y'all off
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah.
Well, he said, and he said, I guess he was intoxicated too, so that gives you more like liquor courage too.
He was
like,
probably
you don't
high.
give a fuck.
He's probably off coke too.
Something. I mean,
I think this though, like about the whole, like, okay, this is my opinion. Like, obviously, we don't condone that stuff. You know, that's wrong, right? But at the same time, it's like there's more shit that's gonna come out, like because they're gonna allow that to the media, and you know, like I think that. Like we talked about it enough. Like let's move on. Like he's already like we already know this is a bad guy. Like I'm not saying he's not a bad guy. Don't let's not misconstrue my words. Like he's not the best guy, you know.
Right.
But you know, I feel like just as being a black guy, like I think he's getting it worse than you know the other players that have done this too. Like the Weinsteins, I think his name is, or Epstein.
Yeah. So the Weinstein, Harvey Weinstein.
Epstein killed himself.
He
was Epstein in that type of stuff too, though. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I feel like, and it's not. I feel like the media is stretching it. Like they're stretching it, and they're gonna continue to stretch it to. And like, for example, like they did the Bill Cosby thing too. Like I know, and I'm not defending.
Bill's
I'm not defending these.
Bill
people.
talked about Spanish flying women throughout his whole career. Nobody just caught on to it.
What'd you say? Spanish flying?
Spanish fly. Like you put it in the drink. I was watching some show. You put it in the drink, and then the girl goes to sleep, and then you can do what you want. Like he talked about it in his whole career. So I
use
agree.
Quaaludes.
The Weinstein, same thing.
I know. I'm
Okay,
just saying. Like I was. That's what
Okay, but there was a dude, the Nickelodeon guy was.
Oh yeah,
Doing that
his
to
name?
kids, but then you see how we ain't talking about him no more.
but they made a documentary.
They made a
whole
documentary. They made a
documentary, which he's
documentary,
suing
and we're
on it,
still
too.
not talking, and we're not talking about it still.
I think it's because Diddy is in our face all the time. His whole career's been in our
Nickelodeon was we grew up
Yeah,
with.
but
we
this
don't
guy
know
was
any
not
of
in
them
the
guys.
face. This guy was not the face. He
Yeah.
was to the industry,
Yeah.
but not to us. That's a good point.
Yeah, like Diddy's there. He's love. He's black excellence. He's this. He's that. He preaches love. Like he changed his name to Love again, right? From Puffy to Diddy to Love.
Well, maybe that was the reason, though.
Yeah, for sure. So I think
it's
it's
a publicity stunt.
I agree with like the black man part, but I think Diddy is just so in your face all the time.
That's
he
a good
hosts
point.
everything. He hosts the Grammys. He's putting out albums. He's
on talk shows.
It's Diddy and Jay-Z as far as moguls, right? So if Jay-Z did the same thing, they'd, like if it was Brad Pitt, I think, well, actually, I don't know. I just think Diddy is so in your face, it's kind of hard to just not talk about, it's clickbait for sure, but it's hard to not talk about Diddy when he's everywhere.
But I think,
Ciroc.
but it's not hard to talk about because it's in our face. Like the media makes it in our face. But it wouldn't be hard to talk about. I mean, it would be easier to talk about if we start knowing more stuff about that Nickelodeon stuff, right? Like if more stuff came out about oh, they were doing this or they were doing that. Like,
well, no,
that would be. I'm just giving an example, right?
I know what
like,
you're saying. I know what you're saying.
I'm just saying, like, at the same time, like, it's the media, like, that's keeping this going. Like, like, I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve to be ridiculed or like deserve his, his faith, but
you know
like,
what doesn't help Diddy is that he came out before the whole, or maybe after the Cassie thing, talking about for weeks I've been having people shit on my name, doing this. I've never done
Jonah,
anything.
there's a lot of people
I've
that's done that though, bro.
Yeah, but we're talking about Diddy.
Yeah, see,
Right.
but you're giving him that skill though.
So
Who else is
Because we're giving him that skill. Because who gave him that skill?
all
The
of us.
media.
No, all of us.
So
it's Diddy.
So for me, man.
Right.
So for me, I just want to say this about I do think that sometimes the media can harp on the black man
Of
a
course.
little bit longer than they
Of course.
do. But in
Of
this
course.
situation, I'm going to be honest with you. The footage is going to drop, and the ridicule is not that you're saying it's rightfully not rightfully
No.
so. I think it is rightfully so, and I don't think that this is the time that we're demeaning the black man.
I think for me it's just more of I just put it tied into all like black like man, right? Like O.J. Simpson like I said, O.J. Simpson died, and you bring up the fact. I mean, his trial,
Right.
that his trial in his you know his low moments are more. You know, we're talking about that more than like he was one of the best football players, and you know he was probably a good family man or something. That for like I feel like for the media when it's the media that happens. Like even Kobe, like they talked about the him cheating, like in the rape. Like come on, bro, like they tend to do that.
Yeah.
And and honestly, it's just white media doing that. If we're being honest, it's them, and then sometimes we could be the piggybacks off of that.
I will say this. I thought it was weird how loud people, personalities, and I'll speak on it like Stephen A. was about Diddy compared to Dana White, who was caught smacking his wife publicly, right? I think in Mexico they were vacationing and it was caught on video or camera or something like that.
That's a better comparison. Yeah, for
and
sure.
I think that was like, you know, and that one did get brushed under the rug real quick. More because of him, right?
Yep.
And he was like, hey, y'all, we ain't gonna talk about that shit. I hit my wife, I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
What y'all gonna say? And then the media was like, all right, cool. But I will say this though, like I'm playing devil's advocate to your point, I agree, right? To that point. I will say Diddy had way more bats in the cave that fucked him up, right? As far as that lawsuit that came out about Cassie, right? That came out from Cassie, right? And then a bunch of other people came out with lawsuits. Then the footage comes out. That don't help. That didn't help his situation at all. As far as like that, like to your point, I mean, like one of the people from hip hop who's worth $1 billion, right? Like that's crazy. You know, he's out there in your face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dancing in all the videos.
Yeah, but none of it's gonna help, right? But you know, we're gonna be having this same conversation like maybe 3 months from now. When everything kind of dies down again, some footage gonna come back out or something else gonna come out or another
about
lady.
Diddy.
And then guess what we're gonna be doing? Talking about it again.
At what point is enough for you?
That's what I'm saying. Like
I get that.
like no, I'm saying like it just seems to be with the media, like they try to stretch it with the, you know, and I don't want to always bring up race, but it is race, you know, and they try to stretch it thin.
Yeah.
Until it's no stretching no more. It's like a rubber band. Like
They gonna stretch it till pop.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Until
I'm not mad at that part. I agree. Just with the Weinstein thing, he had a whole campaign, right? The Me Too movement was because of his actions, right?
Yeah.
And that lasted a little bit. Everything will be swept under the rug in general. That's just society in general. I don't think Diddy helped anything. He didn't help his case at all. He didn't help.
He came out publicly and denied the shit.
Yeah. And then his shitty ass apology, which I don't think he even meant.
No.
I see what you're saying, G. I just think Diddy doesn't know when to. I think Diddy thinks he's too smart for himself, and he's going to try to get ahead of everything. Like, bro, just stay away. Just stay away. Hide. Do what the Weinsteins do. I think Weinstein went to prison, but
he did. But I think he went out to. That goes back to G's point. I think something with that kind of happened,
and he got acquitted actually just recently.
That's what I thought it was. Yes, thank you for calling that out. We spoke about it because we're bringing this to light, right? We're gonna pivot from Diddy, but Dan Schneider. That's what it was about for Nickelodeon. The guy who I think was a big executive producer for many of their shows.
Nasty,
all that
nasty.
But that's that quiet on set. I mean, that I think it might be still top 10. Like documentaries and movies right now.
Did we talk about that on this podcast?
We're talking about it right now.
I know, but did we though?
We did not.
Did we talk about the Diddy?
To your point. But can I say this though? Through the conversation of talking about Diddy, because of you, has brought that conversation up about Dan Schneider and the weird things he did for Nickelodeon. So unfortunately, it's piggybacking on him, like you said, but it brought up to like who we talking about right now, Dan Schneider, who created shows that we like I said, all that. I think Amanda Bynes show, which niggas don't act like they didn't watch Amanda Bynes, but he fucked her up.
Like we grew up
We
with,
really
what's that dude, the Josh guy?
Oh, Josh and Josh.
And we didn't even know that he was getting sexually assaulted.
He was getting sexually assaulted.
Like, come on, man.
And you know what's crazy about that?
But I know Diddy did some crazy shit. I know he did.
Yeah.
I know he did. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying they're both in the same category, but one just gets talked about more.
But
That's all I'm saying.
But that's going back to his point.
We
though.
just know Diddy.
We know Diddy,
that's
and
all.
everybody knows
Yeah,
Diddy.
that's all.
Everybody-
White, black,
Do you not know all that?
I don't know who wrote it though.
But old ass people
but-
won't know
but
that.
I'm
though.
just saying,
but
we
no,
know that.
But
Yeah.
our generation, the '90s, do. But not your grandma,
Yeah, I get it.
not your auntie,
I get it.
right?
More famous, person. I get that.
with fame comes great responsibility.
And
right?
with the face though.
exactly.
I think
Yeah,
that goes back
yeah.
to what you said, like Bad Boy Entertainment. Who do you think about? I mean, I don't even think about Biggie. I think about
anymore.
fucking Diddy.
Yeah.
But that's the world though too. Like, making people their idols.
And that goes back
for
to
sure. Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah,
a
for
great
sure.
that's a
For
great
sure.
pivot, right? The hero complex.
Yep.
Do we put too much on
Absolutely.
our
Absolutely.
our stars or whatever,
Anybody.
quote unquote?
We don't know them.
People
We don't know what they're doing behind doors.
really like sit down and say, I'm gonna emulate this person.
Yeah.
And make them like literally idols.
But
Yep.
they're still human.
Yeah.
Like
And that's-
Diddy was who he was,
And not
before that.
not being biblical, but that's why God says don't make people your idols because your idols,
Right.
are gonna let you down.
right.
Like
Don't listen to false prophets or
You
something
know,
like that.
you making people your idols, and
Yep.
look at what happens. You
Yep.
follow them, and then you were supposed to be following me the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, that's probably the bigger message.
Right.
Outside of Diddy, Dan Snyder, any of that, it's just like you don't know these
But
things.
I mean,
so don't worship.
well,
them.
No matter what-
I don't know the real you.
but no matter what,
Sometimes
exactly.
like you might be
exactly.
You might go home and like
I
to
guess that's true too. Yeah.
like to cut your fingernails up and make sandwiches with it. I don't know.
That was pretty.
I don't know.
Specific.
Like I don't
That is
know. He may.
nasty.
Do you
I mean,
do that?
no. I'm just saying he might do something like that. Like nobody really knows the.
I get.
the,
Yeah, that's true. That's very
the person
true.
like
That's
they
true.
do. Like
But
like.
you don't worship or you don't look up to me like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
But still, though,
you don't know who does.
But I think to that point, though, to what you're saying,
Yeah.
and I just really want to stay here because this is very important, is it doesn't matter the title, the amount of, it doesn't matter. It's like we can't put nothing past nobody.
For sure.
But yeah, when you do, you're disappointed.
Yep, for
you
sure.
can't.
For sure.
My mom always taught me never to put anything past anybody because if you do, you're gonna
Man,
get disappointed.
And people are liable to, like, that's what I think. I think when
Yes.
this shit came out, and I think to your point, it should be about everybody, but when this came out, I think people were a majority, not
I guess.
let me say not
now
majority.
let's reel it back in. Yeah, you're
But
right.
people were more like, damn, it can't be. Nah.
Yes.
And it's like, hell nah.
because they put them on that pedestal, like you said.
Man, they
Yeah,
gotta
that's-
show you.
yeah.
They gotta show you who they are a few times before I can trust you and believe, because then I can go off of like, that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show me who you are first. That title don't mean shit. And that, I mean, I'm being frank with you. Like, it don't matter if it's business mogul or homie or cousin, right? Anybody is liable to do anything.
Yeah,
Show me.
You
feel
may
me?
you may be thinking your homie's your homie, but he got like 7 dead bodies in his basement, and you would have never known. And you've been hanging out with him every day.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Very true.
And I think to your point
there's
though,
a side to everybody that nobody knows.
For sure. Of course.
especially,
Of course.
Honestly, the only closest person
Yeah.
that knows it is probably your woman.
yep. But to you, like, it just, again, like you just said it earlier, like, perfect. Like the hero complex. We can't just keep thinking that these people aren't human. Stop following them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I
Follow
agree.
the people who have showed you who they are. Fuck these rich people. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this was more power for Diddy and anybody else, Dan Schneider, right? Harvey
Weinsteins.
Weinstein's.
Yep.
You know, like with more power just became more excess, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Excessive to everything, right? He might have had issues way before that, right?
Exactly.
But like now, that's probably why he put himself in position to be in front of all them kids, right? He had Dan Schneider had a thing, I didn't even notice, an episode where they was talking about feet, you feel me?
Yep.
Yeah, he had
Playing
a
with
feet
toes and
fetish,
shit.
yeah.
It's like, damn, with
Yep.
kids though.
Yep.
These was kids. 18, 16, 17,
Younger,
19. You
sometimes
feel me?
younger
Yeah,
than
for
that.
sure.
For sure. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
and notice like when they are in corruption like this, they're usually targeting the minors,
Oh, of course.
the young people,
Because the ones
because
that
the
can
old
be-
people ain't going for it.
Nah, hell no.
We're gonna be like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, speaking on, and the people who don't have people around them, right? Speaking to what you brought up earlier,
Yeah.
Josh, his pops came out
Tried to.
and said, "Hey, we ain't fucking with that shit. I don't want him.
Yes.
I don't want that dude around him."
Took him away.
You know what I'm saying?
Isolate him.
Yep.
But guess what happened though? The producers said we gotta get rid of this motherfucker.
Yep.
And Josh
Let's
was
bring
like,
moms
yo,
in.
And bring moms
Bring
in.
moms in.
Pops told moms,
Yep.
this motherfucker, I don't like the way he touch him. I don't like the way he look at him. He
Yep.
trying to do.
Yes.
Yep.
And moms was like, hold on, they
I see that check.
Yeah, that money came in. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
Go sit down somewhere.
Go and play with your friend that's 37 years old and you're only 10.
Yeah.
Go spend. Oh, you can stay the night over. What?
Yeah.
I'd have been like, what?
That's the thing that
Yeah.
I don't like is like you be hearing about like weird shit about these people. Like they were in the house, they were at sleepovers. It's like what the fuck? How is
How
that
do you
even
having a
allowed?
sleep- yeah,
I was
why-
not allowed
why-
to have no sleepovers, go over to nobody's house like that unless my mom done seen the homie a few times.
Yes. And then
Took
I
a
gotta-
while.
Yeah.
It took
Yeah.
a while to have sleepovers or to go to something. Yeah, for
sure.
sure.
Yeah,
It was like a review process.
Well, especially
you had
but
to.
especially not no grown man. You're
Y'all,
staying
hell
with.
nah.
No,
Nah,
most
never that.
Why, like
Never
what?
that.
Why are you staying with a grown man?
That's the weird part for me, right? I mean, like as men with kids, we ain't ever letting our kid go stay
daughters
at
too.
Yeah, right. But like
They're getting smashed.
just keep it with kids though, right? Like just in general, you're not letting your kid go stay. Let's say they in the music or video, movie industry. 14, 15.
Entertainment period.
Entertainment
Yep.
industry.
Yeah. Yep.
14, 15.
Yep.
Producer comes up to you and says, I want to do a script reading after this, whatever commercial. It'll be back at my house. I have food, all
Drop
that.
her off.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah,
exactly.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
We
Oh,
will be there.
Lunch. You got to go to the bathroom? I'll be out there. I'm
I'll
going to go
take
with
you.
you.
Yep.
I'm going to go with you.
Yep.
I
And I'm
guess
standing
just-
outside
I
the
know
fucking
that-
door
yeah.
too.
I just think when
For
money starts coming in,
You get lax.
Money ain't shit.
Parents get
Man,
lax, though.
man.
but and schedules, right? These guys probably have grueling schedules. But at that point, you are a daddy manager.
Yeah, you got to be,
Fuck
man.
all that shit, bro.
Or you can't do it,
And you can't
unfortunately.
do it. Fuck
Doesn't
my
work-
job. Let me
doesn't
just
work,
let me
doesn't
be
work
over
with
here.
my schedule.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're not going to be a star.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately, you're not
Exactly,
going to get
yeah.
the next.
Yeah.
You're not going to get the next Beyonce.
Yeah.
But you won't have that trauma growing up.
Oh, man.
However,
And that's
but they
big.
could get
Yeah.
the next president because you can be.
Yeah, for sure.
Bioengineer.
Bioengineer. Yeah, for sure.
Entertainment ain't for
sure.
everybody. And
It's
it ain't
not,
for you,
man.
sweetheart.
You gotta be around your kids, man.
Yeah, you gotta
and,
be.
and you can't trust
And
nobody.
have that relationship with your kids too, though. You
To be
can't
honest
just,
with you.
That's
yeah.
big.
Yeah,
For sure.
so
For
you
sure.
got so honestly, sometimes like for real, you got to kind of let them get away with some stuff. I let London, like if she lies, I'm like I don't like immediately like go hard on her.
Yeah,
I'm like it's okay, like you lie, like
Talk
hey,
it
just
through
don't
them.
do that.
For
like,
sure.
you know this
I
is
agree.
why.
I agree.
Because you set the time like because now she's gonna be like, oh, I don't have to lie. That's what I'm trying to think.
'Cause he
Like
was
get
cool
it,
last time.
like
If you
oh,
start,
that's cool, yeah.
not smacking,
Yeah.
but beating them.
They're gonna lie every time.
Exactly.
They're gonna
Exactly.
lie every
For sure.
time. They don't want that ass whooping
sure.
again.
Yep.
Even though they know they're gonna get it, they're
Yep.
gonna lie still.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's what I tell my son,
That's a
bro.
good. That's a good point.
Please don't
That's a
lie
very
to
good
me,
point.
man. Because like, this is the thing, man. Like the lies are gonna get bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna get
Worse
more
and
intense.
worse.
So
Yep.
just keep it real with me, bro.
Yep.
I be thinking about the times when motherfuckers was out and about and some bullshit happened. And I'm like, fuck. You get home. Why the fuck you get home like this
that
shit?
hard.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if I was gonna make it home. What we was doing.
And you know something though? Doesn't it kind of bring you back to like the time where, you know, when you try to lie to your parents and they're like, why are you lying? I already did it.
Exactly.
I already
Oh,
went through it.
Yeah, I already went through it.
Now when they lie to us, it's like, bro, I already know what you're lying about.
Yep.
It's
So
I did this already. Like I already
Man.
went through this.
And I probably
It's
saw you.
crazy,
And
man.
see,
How
y'all
it's a full circle, bro.
And y'all haven't hit the preteen and teens yet. But when y'all do, you gonna see, right now you see the lie on their face, but it's like they and probably was us too. What you were saying, but
Oh,
it's
for
like
sure.
they get
Yeah.
worse and worse at lying.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like my son sucks at lying. It's like, bro, you can't lie to
Good.
me.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what you want.
For sure.
That's what you
Yeah.
want for
It's
sure.
Like, dude, I know you.
I know you. And I done
Analyze.
did that shit before. Like you said, I didn't lie and like
Parents,
Yeah.
talk to your kids. Don't just like G was saying. Don't go 0 to 100 right away. Talk to them. Talk to them. See,
You
that way
get
in the
more
future
from
you
that.
can get more. Yes, more out of them, and it's genuine. It's not they're not afraid of you.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to be buddy with them, but they're not afraid of you. You know, I think that's very fucking important.
Hey, I don't really do that with my daughter, but like I just give her little tidbits, right? Like it's like, oh man, if I did that, my mom would whoop my ass. You know? And I say it just like that too, and she'll look like, does that mean he's gonna whoop my ass?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, oh man, you're lucky. Like I would have got my ass whooped already.
So, do y'all whoop y'all kids' ass?
Nah. I don't whoop London.
Nah.
Do you hit your kid?
Nah, because she's a girl. I can't.
Yeah.
This is the thing. I'm
too strong to.
This is the thing. I just don't want to whoop London because I don't want to like.
Too strong, Robo.
Like first of all, like
Go get a hand.
no, I just don't want to whoop London because it's
Yeah.
like if I whoop London, guess what? She's gonna think it's okay for
do that, for sure.
for guys to beat on
For
her.
sure. Yep. No, I agree.
My
I agree.
dad whooped me. You never know. A
never
kid could
thought
get
about
that
it like
mentality. It's like, I don't think I should whoop her.
I think Devon's too young, and there was a time where like I might like maybe pick her up or something, or like just you know, but I have found, especially now she's in school too, right? You know, with the lion part with friends, and she's getting these different type of ideas, and I found it's just easier to talk to her, sit down and talk to her. Of course, I'm gonna have that look, right? But I'm not. I used to smack her butt, or you know, the little flick.
Yeah, man. To your point, I'm heavy. I'm heavy with the flick, man. And I be, you know what I'm saying? I don't. But to your point though, I think you were trying to get to this earlier. I do be feeling like bad because I'm like, damn, this is my baby girl.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And she be giving me the face now. Like, damn, why'd you do it? That's what she said. Why'd you do it?
She can get Journey.
Why, Dad?
I can see that too. Journey's
Yeah.
like a cute.
But we all got girls though. So
Yeah, for sure.
And yours is
It
the
is
littlest now, so it's like,
Yep.
like and when she be doing like when I was talking to her the other day, it was funny.
yeah.
We was talking for a little minute, chopping it up.
I just had to check y'all temperature to see,
for
man,
sure,
just
for
to
sure.
see, because I do be flicking her, and sometimes I'll give her a little love tap. I guess it's not a love tap, but I do not want to do the love taps no more. I don't feel right. I don't feel right flicking. But it's good to hear. I guess as a nucleus, we ain't really whooping ass.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
No.
The
think it's
worst I've done is
counterproductive.
like something like wall sits or something.
That's I'm starting to implement push-ups for sure.
or like timeout because London hates timeout. So
Yeah,
just
start taking shit
I'm
away.
more like. See, mine's a little more different because like I don't know, like London like literally like thinks literally like me.
Well, and she's a little older.
Yeah. So you know, like me and her have the same mindset. So I think of like things that I hated at that age.
So you be trying to hit her with
Yes.
that.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
she's not ready
Yep.
because she doesn't know yet.
She's like, dang. She's like, man, I'm a step ahead, and I'm like, oh, let me
not
close
quite.
this
Yeah.
door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're like, I know what you're thinking.
So like
for sure.
we'll be in timeout. Like if I put her in timeout, it won't be in the room or anything like that. It'll just be in like a corner in the hallway because
that's worse.
she can't look at a TV or look outside or anything. I need her to be on punishment.
Take this chair, go sit your ass in that corner. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, man.
Hey, man. Fatherhood. Another dope ass episode. That's how we
Yes,
ended
sir.
that shit. You
Yes,
feel me?
sir.
Hey, appreciate y'all, my brothers. You feel me? My brothers. You know what I'm saying? 3 Live crew. We ain't nothing to fuck with. It's your boy Champ, man.
It's your boy Lefty.
It's your boy G.
We tuning out. Love.